Just recently was the anniversary of the assassination of President William McKinley. Before we begin, I promise to address the elephant in the room at the end of the video. The modern assessment of McKinley's presidency is usually eclipsed by two things: his assassination for one, and the political emergence of his VP, Teddy Roosevelt. We'll solely be focusing on his assassination for today. This guy, Leon Czolgosz, was an unemployed anarchist who turned bitter towards the political establishment and vowed to kill the president in retribution. Now, unemployed anarchist violence had become trendy around this time, and advisors warned the president to be wary of public appearances. McKinley was basically like, "Public appearances are what I love most. I'd give up my life for them." Oh, the irony. McKinley planned to give a speech at the Temple of Music in Buffalo. Needless to say, security was buffed for the occasion, and after failing to get a pic on the president earlier at Niagara Falls, Czolgosz felt that the pressure was rising. He had to act fast if he wanted to get some president blood on his hands. Hundreds of people were waiting in line to shake hands with the nation's leader, and all the security guards standing around noticed a strange, restless-looking man waiting in line, and as he shook McKinley's hand, nothing happened, and he walked away. The next person in line was Czolgosz, who shot McKinley with a concealed revolver. Czolgosz reportedly said after, "I've done my duty," while trying to flee. McKinley didn't die instantly. Instead, his wounds had become infected, and he died on September 14th, 1901. Czolgosz was tried and executed just 7 weeks later. The Secret Service went from an agency that primarily investigated counterfeits to an agency that investigated counterfeits as well as provided full protection to the president. Teddy Roosevelt would be the first to have Secret Service protection, though they weren't much help when he was shot in the famous 1912 incident. Roosevelt survived, of course. The doctors had considered removing the bullets from Roosevelt's chest, which could have caused a wound infection. Remembering what had happened to McKinley, they decided to leave the bullet in. The president McKinley's death had said probably saved Roosevelt's life. You know, it's quite rare that you see someone owe their life to somebody who's already dead. Welcome to the end. Political violence is an unignorable component of US and world history. This is a fact. Now, being tongue-in-cheek about a case of political violence that occurred over a century ago is one thing. Being tongue-in-cheek about current political violence is something that I feel sort of at odds with. You are allowed to feel however you feel about the current state of affairs, and you're still allowed to express those feelings. Many of us use these online platforms as catharsis, as a way to challenge disagreeable viewpoints, but more importantly, to advocate for our own perspectives. And that's a beautiful thing.